Welcome, everyone. Today I'm here with Yvonne Avila. Yvonne, tell us a little bit about how long you've been in this world of marketing.
Longer than I care to admit. It seems like I've been doing it forever. I've always been attracted to that whole side of networking and being a little bit, against the grain. So it's been a minute. So I love it. So yeah. Yeah.
What made you decide to get involved in SendIt Academy and this whole paid per letter thing? Because you've done a bunch of different opportunities. Why this one?
Well, primarily because, personally, I've had a struggle, although it's just like a love-hate relationship. I love there's a struggle in building this kind of business and, but I love it. And it's always about, you know, you don't make real money unless you're able to promote and recruit, right? And I've had some success, but not to quit my job or anything. And then also, I've been involved in companies where they were great and then they were gone.
Yeah,
So,
sadly.
that was also, yeah. Um, but what intrigued me the most about this is that it did not require recruiting,
Yeah.
and it really didn't depend on the company that was introducing it because this concept has been around for over 20 years. So there's longevity there. And and the buck stopped with me. It really depended on the work that I put in, and I could tell you what the results were because I knew what I had to do to get X results. And it involved nobody else but what I did. So I love that.
So it really is kind of this incredible, uh, totally flexible work from home job, if you will, because you get to decide how many hours you're going to work, how many letters you're going to write. You know that you're going to get paid $5 in sweeps coins for every letter that you write, or with some places it might be $4 or $3, but you get to
Right.
choose who you write
Correct.
to, right? And
Right.
so if you want to make $100, you're going to write 20 letters, right?
Right. Just do the math.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how long have you been writing letters?
So I was initially uh, presented with this early last year, but I didn't start writing till March because I was kind of checking it out.
Yeah.
Just being cautious. And I started writing in March, and basically my flow. And again, I'm home, so I'm writing, I'm working, I'm writing. But honestly, I started writing in March, and I write about 2 hours a day. And when I say write, this is not creative writing. This is not like I have to come up with something new. It's I'm writing the same sentence on the same on postcards over and over again. It's not sexy or exciting, but it produces. So that's what I loved about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so how many of these little letters, which are really cards, they're
Yeah.
4x6 cards that you stick in a number 10 envelope. How many of these letters do you write a week on average?
So my average is between 20 to 25 um, a day. So I do about 100 or more a week. So I would say my average is 400 letters a month or postcards. So yeah.
So how much money have you made just from writing letters so far?
So the thing is, I started writing in March. So, you don't start receiving the credit for your letters until about 12 weeks. So about 3 months later, I got my credit for, they call them drops for the letters. And since then, and I have to admit, my husband also writes. I said, you got to do this too, because if you want some slush money, we paid down some credit cards. It was incredible. This is our slush money, he does it too. Since June up until now, it's been over $23,000 just doing 2 hours a day.
Okay, so that's June, and we're not quite in April, so 9.5 months. In nine and a half
Nine
months,
and a half months.
you've made
Yeah, yeah.
$23,000 writing 2 hours a day, but that's 5 days a week. You're not doing it 7 days a week, right?
No, I'm not doing it. I'm just doing it Monday through Friday. That's all I'm
Okay.
doing.
So
Yeah, it's great.
$23,000 of extra slush fund money.
Slush money. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Wow.
actually connected it to my bank account. I called the savings slash money. So
Love it.
yeah.
And
Uh,
so for 2 hours a day, that's pretty darn incredible money,
well,
right?
yeah, I mean, I do the numbers. I mean, based on that amount of letters that I sent out and the amount of hours per month,
Yeah.
I'm averaging about $50 an hour
Hey,
at home.
we'll take that,
I
right?
mean, I'll take that.
And
I mean,
I mean, honestly, how many people can get part-time jobs, making $50 an hour? Not
right?
very many. I don't know of any
Yeah,
part-time
and
jobs.
and do it in your pajamas.
Yeah.
I mean, I dressed up just for this call, so
Hmm.
yeah.
So, what would you say to people who are thinking about this and they're wondering, is this really real?
I would say, you know what? I mean, I was in that same position, and I could have, I should have stepped in a lot quicker. Um, I know that there's people looking for something like this. And I know that there's people like myself who's like, oh, I don't want to recruit. I don't want to do this. You can easily go, go to a trade school for 6 months and get a certificate in something and go work somewhere and make, I don't know what the average amount is, $20 an hour. But I would say do this because it's worth the investment. Um, if you're a stay-at-home mom or semi-retired students, college students, they're struggling with trying to manage there's going to school, studying, and then getting that little part-time job at a fast food restaurant where they could just do this from campus and write and get that extra money that they need. So I would, I mean, like I said, it's been around for over 20 years. It's not going anywhere. And it's easy. It's really the easiest thing I've done.
And for clarity, SendIt Academy has only been around for a little over a year and 3 or 4 months. But the
Correct.
whole concept of writing letters to these online casinos, by law, they have to provide this alternate method of entry, which is writing these letters to get the sweeps coins. And
Exactly.
that has been around for over 20 years. So
Correct.
you said something really interesting, Yvonne, about students, college students doing this. And just for some clarity, we generally say you have to be 21 or over, but there are some online gaming companies where you have to be 21 and others where you can be 18 or over. So, for some people, for if people who are, over 18, there are definitely opportunities for you to do this.
Absolutely. Hmm.
And like you said, the beauty of this is SendIt Academy is great because I would have never in my wildest dreams have been able to figure out how to do this on my own. Would you have?
I mean, it would have, no, and then I would have quit after a while going, this is too much.
Yeah.
What they have, yeah, they set up, I mean, it is step by step. They really spent some, sweat in getting this. I mean, it's a fine-tuned machine and they've got it down to the science.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
they give you amazing training. First of all, I didn't even know this existed. I didn't
right,
have a clue that there
me
was this
either.
opportunity, right? That casinos,
Mhm.
online gaming companies have to provide this. I didn't have a clue. And even if I
Right.
did have a clue, I would have had no idea where to look to figure out,
Hmm.
what on earth you do. But the Senate Academy has put it all together. The training is perfect. It's so easy, right? And the way they put it together for us. So it's worth its weight in gold. So SendIt Academy has been around for a little under a year and a half now, but this whole thing of this opportunity to be able to write letters to these online gaming companies and get paid $5 worth of sweeps coins that then you convert. Because that's the other thing. SendIt Academy has amazing training on how you convert your sweeps coins into cash that gets deposited in your bank, right?
Yeah, and I mean I think that's probably yeah, you could probably figure it if you really persist, figure out how to do this, but the converting part of it it what really sold me. I'm like, but some people may say this is gambling, but no, it's just, they're showing you how to convert it at the highest possible percentage. And if you just do that, I mean, I call that the secret sauce.
Yeah.
You know, show me how to convert. and I'm happy. And they got, like I said, got it to a science. The founder of the of this company, I mean, she's got it down to a science.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So Yvonne, I don't have a clue, but is it safe to say that you've made more money with SendIt than you have with any other opportunity in this amount of time?
In the amount of time, absolutely, for
Yeah.
sure. And again, it's like I'm a little bit of a control freak. So I'm like, I know that if I do this, I'll get that. If David and I, my husband, want to go on, we're planning a vacation, we've decided how many more letters we need to write aside from our slush money to be able to pay for that vacation. So you can do things like that. It's like, okay, Christmas is coming. How much do I need to write extra to be able to have? So I'm not stressing out about that. So you can plan everything based on your production.
But
So it's pretty simple. Yeah.
Yvonne, thank you so much for being willing to share with us today. I really appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Anytime. Thank you.